Hello everyone, this is Ashwin here. In this video, we are going to see about how to normalize our data. So we are going to cover max absolute scaling and min-max scaling to normalize our data. So why we are doing this data normalization is sometimes the simple machine learning models can't able to handle the large data difference. Let's say if you are having a column with numbers like in the range of 1000 to 10,000 or lakh means the data differences are huge. So this data normalization helps these simpler models like linear regression or logistic regression to able to perform better. Now let's dive into the video and explore the data. For example, so first we have to import pandas and I'm going to import Seaborn. These are the two modules I'm going to use. And after that we will import the data. So df equals pd dot read csv. So the data set in the data folder, I'm gonna use wine quality. So this data we have seen in a project video, so you can check out the video by clicking on the right top corner. Now let's run this. Okay, import pandas as pd. Now this is the data we have, and we can see the data range using df of describe. Now you can see the minimum and maximum. So if you go to free sulfur dioxide and total sulfur dioxide, the data differences are huge. Here the minimum is 1 and the maximum is 289, and here the minimum is 77 and the maximum is 440. So the data difference between the minimum value and the maximum value is huge. Currently it's in hundreds. Even if you multiply by 10 or 100 to that particular column means it will be in thousands. Let's also display these two columns. So I will use displot of df of free sulfur dioxide. Okay, again I usually use the alias. Okay, now you can see the distribution. It starts from like 0 and it ranges up to like 289 here, and we can see like 300. So this is the huge range, and by normalizing we will be keeping the data in the range of 0 to 1. So first method we are going to use is max absolute scaling. So max absolute scaling. Okay. So here we are going to use the maximum value in that particular column and divide it with the value. So it will be like this: value divided by max value. So this is the formula we are going to use. Now let's have a copy. So I will say df of temp equals df of copy. I'm just taking a copy of the data frame in order to reuse it. So now we are going to scale this free sulfur dioxide. After running this, we will go df underscore temp of free sulfur dioxide equals again df temp of free sulfur dioxide divided by df of temp, df underscore temp free sulfur dioxide dot absolute dot max. So both are functions, so you have to use the brackets. Now let's run this. Let's display this data now. SNS dot displot of df temp of free sulfur dioxide. Now you can see the data ranges from 0 to 1. So with this max absolute scaling, we can able to easily get the data in the maximum range of 1. So if you want to get the data in 0 to 1 range means you have to use min max scaling. So before that, we will also do the same for another column, that is total sulfur dioxide. I will use the same max absolute scaling for the column alcohol. So the alcohol ranges from 8 to 14. So the graph will look like this. So I'll just create a new one. So this will be alcohol, the range going from 8 to 14. So in order to avoid this error, you can use that warnings. So import warnings dot filter warnings, ignore. Okay, run everything. So it will avoid the warnings. Now it is clear for us, and you can see the range. It starts from 8 and it will go up to 14. So if we use this max absolute scaling here, so again I'll just use the same formula. Instead of sulfur dioxide, I will use alcohol. Now display it. Alcohol. Now you can see it is in the range of 0 to 1, but the minimum value is not starting from 0. It starts from around 0.55 or 0.6, and the maximum is 1. So if you want the data in the range of 0 to 1, then we will go for min max scaling. So for that, the formula will be like this. Before that, we will just have it. So min max scaling. So this is the standard normalization technique that we will use for most of the projects. So the formula will be like this: value minus minimum divided by max minus min. So this is the formula for min max scaling. So we will apply this formula for both of these attributes. So again, we will just copy the data. Now we will apply the formula df underscore temp of. We will use alcohol because that is in the range of 0.5 to 1 because of max absolute scaling. So I will use it for alcohol. So df underscore temp of alcohol minus dot minimum. So this will be in the brackets and divided by this will be maximum minus minimum. So this max function will get the maximum in this column, that is like 14, and the main function will get the minimum of this column, that is 8, and finally we will be applying this formula like max minus value minus min divided by max minus min. So after applying this, let's plot the graph. Now you can see the data ranges from 0 to 1. So this is the common technique that we'll be using for normalization for most of the projects if you want the data in the range of 0 to 1. So if you want to get back the data, you can apply the formula like this: scaled value multiplies by max minus min plus min. So for this you have to like store these minimum and maximum values before doing the transformation, so you can again get this original value. So original value equals, so this is the formula if you want to get that original value. And for this you just have to multiply with the maximum. So if you want to get the original value for this, original value equals scaled value multiplies max, because we are just divisible, so because we are just dividing the value by maximum. Now we are just multiplying it in order to get the original value back. So this is how you can normalize the data. And if you want to change this curve from right skewed to a normalized manner, you just have to do one more thing. This is like a bonus step. So log transformation, this is also we have done for majority of the projects. So what we'll be doing is, first we will display the one example. So we will use that total sulfur dioxide. So you can see it is in the right skewed manner. The mean is not in the center. So we will use log transformation. So again we will just copy the data. Now do the normalization. So for that I think we have to import one module, that is import numpy as np, df of temp of total sulfur dioxide equals np dot log of temp of total sulfur dioxide plus 1. So why I'm adding plus 1 is, if you use log of 0 means it will throw an error because of infinite values. So that's why we are just adding 1 in order to avoid those errors. Now after doing this, let's display it. Okay, instead of dist I have used dis, that's why it's showing this as an histogram. So now you can see this log transformation does both of these things. It reduced the data difference by almost 10 times, not even 10 times, 100 times I guess. So this log transformation reduced the data in the range of like 0 to 6, that has been in the range of 0 to 400. So it does the normalization part and also transforms your skewed distribution to normal distribution. Currently it just changes the distribution to somewhat in the normal, but still it is like somewhat a little left skewed, but it is better. So you can use any one of these techniques in order to do some data normalization. So apart from that, we have one more method that is called standardization. It will also give you good results in order to scale the data. So that is more used while using some deep learning modules. So we will see that in the next video. And apart from that, if you like this video, hit the like button and hit me up in the comments if you have any queries about this. And I will see you guys in the next video.